everybody. It's a dreary day out here in NEPA. How you guys all doing? And Nova, you're right on top of it today. How are you, honey? Hi, Kristen. How you doing? Did you guys miss me? I know it's been a long time since the election. I came on, gave the election message, and then I was gone for a little while. And then I know we missed the lounge on Friday. However, I have some very exciting news. We're going to be booking out the next 3 months. Elise and I had to take time to restructure the lounge. We're going to make it better and bigger and more awesome. And, Elise came on a couple times. Then she became a regular co-host. Then she, started doing readings, and now she's elevated up to producer. So she's helping me to book guests and produce the show. So now I have somebody kind of on my right hand side, so I don't have to do this all alone. And then we got April, May, and the June bugs, and they're on the musical side of things helping us out. So I hope you guys, I think you guys missed me because I'm getting a lot of you on here today. So it's so excited to see you. Darlene, you've been waiting for me. Thank you. Let me tell you, I wish I could tell you that I've been handling this energy well, but I have not. Good afternoon on 11/11, Bonnie. I didn't even realize that, but it's a special day. 11/11/11. So this energy, if you've completely got into the dark woods, I told you it was time of the dark night of the soul. I'm experiencing. I've decided to go in the woods and just break those barriers down and experience it. And let me tell you, it is turbulent out there in the woods, but I'm here to bring you out of it. But I needed to get out of it. So, what did I do? I made a series of more bracelets that are for those people that need a little bit more nuclear help. These are for the dark people, okay? The people that are in the dark, they're going through trudging, they're going through the concrete, they're going through the sludge, and they need some help having like a warrior bracelet to make them out of it. So, yeah, so now I sent out 3 bracelets for my giveaways on the 5th because 2 people won them, and then Elise got one, and they still haven't gotten you guys. So I know the Postmaster General out there in Wilkesboro. I'm going to bring him on the webcast soon to talk about why these bracelets aren't there. So we're going to have him come on, maybe get him a date because he's single, but also ask him, like, how do I get these bracelets to people quicker? So, yeah, these are for the people who are going through the dark night of the soul. You should be experiencing now at the same time, you should be experiencing major intensity in the past week, major emotional upheaval, grief, anger, sadness, joy, everything, okay? The people who are doing their work, you're purging and you're finally hitting those core wounds that is preventing you from not being able to break your cycles over the past 15 years. And now we're going into the 5D. And you should get a sense and you should start seeing that line of what's ahead of you. And you should start feeling a bit broken down. Okay, so you should start feeling a bit broken down. Like you're like, I don't know if I can handle another day of this. But you should also be feeling excited because you know kind of you have a new beginning coming. So I wish it was all like roses and, rainbows and unicorns. But when you go through the dark night of the soul and you're going to the 5D, we're going through the tunnel, like when you come to Earth, you go through the birth tunnel and you come out and you come here to this lovely place. And when you go out of the Earth, you go through the tunnel. This is the tunnel to the 5D. It is dark. It is going to hurt. There are things, and this is where I have to tell you, this is all about alignment. This week is all about alignment because we are getting finally ready to launch all those new beginnings, okay? All those new projects, all those new transitions going into the 5D, but you got to finally release the past. So we have to talk about this week. You have to look at alignment. So this is not just spiritual alignment. This is physical alignment. Your body internally is starting to shift and change from all the energies that are hitting you, okay? And making those changes if you're going through all this. And you have to make sure, like if you have a chiropractor, a massage therapist, an acupuncturist, your actual physical body is going to be out of alignment because of the major shifts of the universe and consciousness right now. So you have to make sure that you're going to see those people that are supporting you, making sure you're safe out there, obviously. But spiritual alignment is very important. Now, over the past 5 years, there's been a lot of us helpers and healers and psychics and mediums and people that are intuitive trying to help other people out of their messes. That's what we do, right? We're people that want to help other people fix themselves. Like that's the work that I'm in. But this is where the spotlights turn around. We got to fix ourselves so that we could achieve what our purpose is. This is a time to actually meet your purpose, your mission, your soul purpose, but you have to be at the highest level of vibration to do that. This is even to meet your soul mate. This is a great time for all those new beginnings. That's why we will be launching that 30-day Dream Driver course very soon, because I'm not going to launch it in a retrograde or when we're in a turbulent time frame. But start to think about now, before we go into that launch of that manifestation cycle. We're in a high manifestation period, high manifestation cycle, starting on November 14th, where it's time to think about birthing into the new beginnings, like going through that tunnel and birthing out that new you, okay? So Bonnie's there. Bonnie's talking about it. So she feels like she's coming out of a dark tunnel. Where you are, you're doing the work, okay? Michelle's very excited for new beginnings. Paula, this is really important. What Paula's talking about, she had to walk away and take a nap today. It was like passing through a wall. She had to give up. You have to honor where your body is, because you can't push yourself. There's times when I'm going to tell you, you got to push yourself. Just get out and do stuff and stop like letting that sabotage, the defeatist attitude, whatever, stop you. This is a time where you really have to honor your body, because it is going through so many internal changes. This is also a time where you have to recognize where your alignment is. And we're going to be seeing a lot of endings, okay, to current relationships, current partnerships, and coming into a phase where there's new relationships, new partnerships. Now, here's the deal. If you're working on yourself and the other partner, whether that's a business partner, a family member who is a partner, or a love relationship, if you've been doing a lot of work and they're misaligned and they're not doing the work that you are doing, those paths are going to take different turns, okay? You're either going to meet someone that's on that path of alignment in whatever area of life that is, or you're going to have to, I forget what I was going to say. See how much my ADD is just like, whoa. I think I have on too many bracelets, but yeah. Guys, look at these colors. They're dark colors, but they're like steel. They're like a sword. You can't get through them. We got the new weave here. All right. And like I said, if you're just tuning in, first of all, get on my list for the Dream Driver course, which is coming up, to get notified when the enrollment is opening, because we're not doing it. You just can't buy it whenever. It's open and closed enrollment, because I'm going to be doing some live stuff with it that I'm not going to be doing in future launches. And the lounge, people, it's going to be crazy. It's coming up on Friday. We got Kiki, Flustered Mustard. We got Kristen Langen. She has a mustard that's like phenomenal. It's like a blend of chickpeas and stuff. And she sells it all over the country. And she's going to be giving away some of that mustard with one of these bracelets. We're going to both show up at somebody's house and give them bracelet and mustard. What do you guys think of that? I mean, a medium showing up at your house and you get bracelet and mustard. I mean, what kind of combination, right? So she's also an entrepreneur, and she's also going to be giving us tips on Friday to all you people who want to maybe start to transition out of what you've been doing and starting to create a brand new existence and creative existence for yourself, whether it's a new project, new business. She's going to give us some tips on how some of you can finally do that. We have some very interesting guests coming up, and the format of the lounge is changing. We're going to have a lot more live music, and we're going to have more topics. We're going to do a whole tarot night. It's just going to be fun. So I'm sorry we missed it on Friday, but we needed that time to get things together. So, all right, Jennifer, we'll be talking about the world energy at any point this week. I'm really wondering if the election results are final. I'm talking about the world energy right now, honey. That's what we're doing here at the office. But the world energy is affected by our personal energy. So, everything I said in the election message, Jennifer, if you haven't seen it, that's the last webcast that I did, is still what I believe. I don't feel that it's all completely over yet. And I think we're looking at probably another 3 weeks with the election. But I'm not, at this point, the energy of the election right now is not superseding for me the energy of what's going on with each of you individually. That's my concern. Everything that I mentioned in the webcast about the election has seemed to kind of transpire. I mentioned court cases. I mentioned all the legal stuff. I mentioned that we wouldn't know right away. All the stuff that was coming up. So if you want to see what the energies around that, I dedicated a whole webcast to that. But I feel right now the energies are in the background, and I need to focus on you guys, because if you don't know how to navigate this turbulence, then there's going to be, there's going to be a lot of upheaval for you. So yeah, we know that all this stuff's going on with the election, the ballots, and the court stuff, and yeah, we talked about that. But that's kind of right now for me spiritually, with this brand new opening. It's like if you ever gave birth, okay, if you ever gave birth to a child and you didn't have any drugs in your system, this is the equivalent to what transition is. Okay, so you know how intense that was. You know how sometimes you can't talk because you're screaming so bad inside and you're just waiting to be able to push out that baby. We're not at the point where we're pushing out the baby, okay? The baby's coming down through all those muscles, through the hip joints, and you're feeling like everything's breaking. That's where we're at right now. And I need to be here to support you. I need to be here to support you guys while you're going through it. So we got to give away one of these bracelets, okay? That's going to be done in the lounge on Friday, along with the mustard, because if you get a bracelet, you're going to be a warrior through this. It's the dark warrior period. I also got to create, I got a new weave that I created here. These are darker colors, but I have to find out why they're not getting to people. If you're local, I just drop it off. But if I'm sending it to Missouri, I guess it's taken like a week. Yeah. So, Michelle, you're waiting for the launch. You should be, because it's going to be fun. So, what can you do right now? What are some things that you could do to take care of yourself? I'm just going to make it simple. I'm going to bullet point that. Okay. Number one, take care of your damn self. Okay, and I know that sounds really basic, but that's what you got to do. You got to take care of yourself. Number one, there are some times I'm going to tell you, push your body through. If you can't do it, if you feel like you're going to collapse, keep pushing, go hard to the wall, as they tell you in swimming, right? That's not where we are today. You have to be gentle with yourself. Your body's releasing trauma. Your body's releasing childhood memories. You're going through grief processes. You're releasing anger, and you're releasing relationship baggage from your past. If you're doing what I told you to do in the last 5 months, that's where you're going to be at. There's also going to be people leaving your life and new people entering your life. So I want you to just, every day, what we have to do is we have to connect to our higher beings, whatever they are. If you believe you're religious, you believe in God, you believe in angels, spirit guides, loved ones on the other side, it doesn't have to be a religious thing. You're going to be sending up a prayer every day. God, angel, spirit guides, I'm going to do your will, whatever that is, and I want you to just release anything that's not of my highest good and bring anything of it into my alignment, okay? You need to kind of turn that self-will over to something else and let God know that he's in charge and you're not, and you're not going to try to control your future. So that's number 2. Number 3 is that you want to pay attention to how your body is feeling because your body's being really sensitive right now. So you want to be in tune with how your body's feeling when somebody asks you to do something, when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel obligated or guilty. And I want you to honor your body. I want you to start learning how to honor your body, because once you get into the 5D, you're going to have to navigate a world that you didn't know how to navigate before. You're not just going to jump into the 5D like you jump off a high dive into the pool and you're going to swim. You have to learn you need to learn how to swim. Okay? So we have to honor our feelings. And this is a time when your self-worth is going to be really tested, and you're going to be like, what am I not willing to bring into this new beginning with me? And what am I willing to deal with? What am I willing to put up with? What am I not willing to put up with? And any draining relationships on you, you unfortunately have to let the people go that are not willing to work on themselves. And yes, this means friends and family and people that you're close to. Not that you don't love them, but you can't be a part of their healing if they're not willing to work on themselves. And that's just taking you away for what you have to do. Now, I'm telling you to honor your feelings and honor your body and what your body sensations are telling you, and rest and relax and release. Rest, relax, release, the 3 R's. Get a bracelet. And think about where your self-esteem and insecurities have been and what part of you has been reacting on those insecurities and insecurities. Say that again. Over the years, and where you kind of need a little reassurance, nurturing, and love in your life. All right. This isn't a time to be harsh with yourself. This is a time to realize that you've probably been too self-critical with yourself over the years and beating yourself up for not thinking you were as far enough along, or you weren't doing things as other people were doing it. And if you're not married and have kids and other people married and have kids, you're supposed to be doing that, but you're not thinking about all the people that are divorced. Okay. We're going to just focus on where you are, your journey, your transformation, and what's going on with that. The other thing is, I want you to not think about how you can fix other people right now. And if you're having breakthroughs, and if you're having releases, and if you're having people that are coming forward and helping you in a way where you've been praying for this, and you're finally having those people show up, those aliens, I call them, from the other world, showing up and just resetting your body, mind, and spirit so that you can go into the heaven on this earth. A lot of us that are healers and helpers are like, well, wait, if they helped me, they could help these other people too to like completely fix them. I want you to not think about what the gifts that are given to you, and you're not being selfish, but you can't be thinking about, oh, this person fixed me, they're going to fix the other people in my life that are not fixed. They have their own journey. They can pray. They can ask God to send them those people to heal them. Okay? Part of the reason why you're in dysfunction, why you have been in dysfunction, is that you're trying to bring people along a path that's supposed to be their own, and you're trying to drag them into a vibration that they can't exist at. So you have to realize you have to let people go along their lessons, go along their path, because they're spirits. They're not, yes, they play the roles of sons, daughters, mothers, parents, but in the end of the day, they have their own spiritual path. They have their own spiritual lessons. If we try to take away from those lessons, then we take on that karma. We don't want that. Okay? So you got to give up the fixing. Okay, right now. Don't beat yourself up if you feel like you need to relax, sleep, or ask people to be gentle with you right now, and to be more understanding and compassionate. Don't beat yourself up if you really can't produce as much as you normally could, maybe even 2 months ago, with work or exercising or doing. You're not supposed to be doing right now. You're supposed to be being. Okay? That's really important too. So let's say what Ann Nober has to say, because Ann Nober always has something to say. And we listen. When Ann Nober speaks, we listen. So let's see what... oh my God, so true. I have to do a self-evaluation work for my raise in 2021, and I'm letting it all out. I'm looking for another place to work that would be for the good for me, trying at least. I feel like I've been walked on so much tired. Yeah, exactly. Reciprocal relationships, Ann Nober. Reciprocal relationships. I don't know this. Ifa, what do you mean? Kelly inbox me for reading. No, Ifa, I'm just going to bring you right up here. Listen, we only actually tell people to see people for readings who we know are accurate and do good reading. And I don't know you. So if you're coming on here to promote yourself, we don't really want that. Okay? So we're just going to delete the comment. All right. So we just blocked. All right. So anyway, we've been having a lot of spam people like jumping on the webcast and being like sending people, telling them to read them and trying to take advantage of vulnerable people, and taking advantage of them monetarily. So we do not want that. All right. So Michelle, this makes a lot of sense. You've been fixing him and not a fixing mode lately. All right, well, get out of fixing mode. Get out of fixing mode. That's where I'm going to tell you to be tough on yourself. Get out of fixing mode. You know why you're in fixing mode? Because you didn't want to fix yourself. I know. I'm the same way, girlfriends. I'm the same way. My whole job was fixing others, all right? So right now it's about releasing people to themselves and to their own path. And we could pray for them, and we could ask the spirit guides and angels and everybody else to help them out. But you could lead a horse to water, right? All right, so those are my tips for this week. Really important that you do a lot of self care. And if other people try to fix you, you just send them over to me. And I'm like, honey, deal with your own damn self. All right? Cooking is very important, nourishing your body, taking care of you. For my own healing, I'm going through my own processes right now. I know you guys think that I got it all together. That's not true. I feel like you have to endorse yourself and say good job because sometimes other people aren't going to say good job. Okay? You have to tell yourself what's good about yourself, not what you're not doing. All right? And I'm more screwed up than probably most of you think. Okay? Yeah, so I have a lot of work to do on myself, and I don't think I'm above doing work on myself. If you see a spiritual guru or somebody saying they don't need to do work on themselves because they just are above everybody else and they need to fix everybody else, run away fast. The only people you should be talking to are the ones that are doing the work on themselves too and going through the flame, going through the fire. All right? So, really, really important. We're not here to co-sign other people's BS. We're not. But we've been co-signing for a long time, okay? And you probably co-signing your own BS. So get a bracelet. Remember, everybody's asking me, can I buy one of these? Well, they're not for sale. Can you make me one, Marissa? I don't make them for people. I make them. I'm making them through my own healing process because when you work with your hands and you feel shut down or you feel depressed or you go into that period of hopelessness, it's kind of a nervous system regulatory shutdown when you're feeling like it's just too much happening in your world at once. It's really good to work with your hands and do something creative. It brings you out of it. So I like to tell people that are going through a healing process like I am, do something creative that you could put that energy into. And so I'm doing something creative. These are for the kiddos. You know, these are for the warriors that need the sword. Like I said before, you need the sword, let me know. Each one of these bracelets has a meaning to a certain energy center that is weak in you, and that this will help bring about a correction of that imbalance. I know it sounds weird. I've given people these bracelets. Crazy things have happened and really great things have happened. So try to do something with your hands if you're feeling a little hopeless, overwhelmed, and you're feeling like nothing's working out for you right now. Try to get into one of those things that will really help. I mean, Paula Humphreys, she says, knitting does that for me. Good. And crocheting, good. Lisa Marie, need a sword, honey. Intuitively, I don't think you need a sword because I think you might cut somebody's head off. We don't want that, okay? So I'll give you maybe a magic wand. What do you think? That's a joke, obviously, but I think that you're a strong energy. All right. So, like I said before, I make these bracelets. There's no monetary value attached to them. They're not for sale. I make them out of love and out of my own energy, and intuitively I'm drawn to what colors to pick out. And then the bracelet tells me who it's for. I don't actually, like, people were writing in, like, could you make me a bracelet? Can I pay you for a bracelet? Like, no. The bracelets are just made, and then I give them away as gifts, and then I feel like who they're for. Like, I had a client that I haven't seen in about a year. She called the other day, and I had the bracelet sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel this bracelet is for you. She's like, oh my God, those are my colors, you know. So it'll tell me who it's for. Maybe one day that'll change, but I just don't feel charging for them is kind of the right thing to do right now. I feel like I'm making them, and I just want to give them away as gifts. And because then that would put pressure on me to, like, someone pays me, that I have to make the bracelet, and then that puts a whole new energy spin on it. You know what I mean? So it's just, they're bracelets of healing. They're from my own healing to you and to bring you healing. All right. So that's about it. I gave you a lot of tips today. If you're just signing on, go back and listen to it again. We're in a real turbulent time for our internal regulation and our purging. A lot of endings, a lot of relationship endings and new beginnings. Take care of yourself. And remember, get on that list for the manifestation course. Christy, I know you're on it. I'm excited too. This is going to be a whole month of manifesting. It's really, I'm not just saying this because I think it's great, because I'm pretty hard on myself and I don't think anything I do is great sometimes. But I think this manifestation course is pretty great because it's combining learning how to tune into your learning how to tune into your issues, learning how to tune into your intuition, as well as combining that with that manifestation cycle and what you're going to learn as far as the practical tips go. And the goal for me after 30 days, and what I can tell you, is that if you follow it every day for 30 days, you will be ready to take that first big step toward your big goal at the end of the process. So, Debbie, honey, we got to get you on the webcast because I've had some characters come on and I think you're a character. We need to get you on. I missed the hell out of you. How do you get on it? You just go to the description. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put in this description. That's because I was a little out of it today. But if you go to Facebook, I'll edit the description. But if you go to Facebook to any of my other videos, if you just scroll down in the description area, it just says to get on the 30-day Dream Driver course, click this link, put in your email, and then I'll email you when it's ready to come out. And we want you to come on the show. All right. Oh, you know what? I wish I could do this right now, but hold on. Can you guys just hold on and not have stimulation for me for a split second? I'm going to go onto my YouTube and see if I can pull that link because people aren't going to know where to go. Hold on one second. All right. I see it here. Don't worry, people. It's right here. I'm going to just copy and paste it. So make it easy. You know what I mean? Make it easy. Here we go. There we go. Join the list. Now you don't have to tell you do this and do that. You don't want to be doing work right now. You want it to be easy. Here it is. All right. So tomorrow, wait, it's Wednesday. Yeah. Friday's the lounge. I told you, if you want to win that mustard, you better be a good girl or boy, because a mustard and a bracelet and a drop off from me, I mean, how good can it get? Who just shows up on your lawn during a pandemic and gives you a little bracelet and it's a mustard? Me. Everybody enjoys it. You know what? I'm going to show you guys something. I don't know if you'll think it's funny, but I actually, do you remember Snowboard George? He came on the other day onto the lounge. I did a little drop off of his bracelet and I recorded it, but he wasn't, I think he was inside watching TV, but he didn't want to let me know he was there. So I did a little video of it and I have the clip. Do you guys want to see it? All right. If you don't want to see it, I don't care because I'm showing it to you anyway. So here it is. All right. It's a Sunday. I'm dropping off my first men's bracelet. Going to Snowboard George. He was such a good trooper on the lounge. He did such a great job. And I think I know where his house is. I guess we're gonna see. All right, we're gonna go drop this off at Snowboard George. I'm turning on his street. I think I have to remember back when I was like 13 or 14. He told me psychically find his house. So I gotta look for it. I heard in my mind that there was a corner house with some sort of is it 17? Okay, it's down the street, I think more. I psychically on the lounge heard in my head that the corner house had some sort of hairstyle salon banner. Yep, there it is. There it is. A hair care banner.
Hard bass.
Okay, that's the first time I tried that out. Okay, how'd you guys like that? You guys still there? What'd you guys think of that's what I do? But he wasn't there. I think he was watching TV inside. He said he wasn't there, but I think he was there. But he picked it up. So Lisa's saying you want to have happy hour with you in person. Where are you guys going to have happy hour with me? You're in Virginia. How are you guys have happy hour? just come to Scranton. Come to the Poconos, the surrounding areas. We'll meet up. I'll go to meet you up at Home Goods parking lot. How does that sound? I don't know. We could do a tailgate. I don't know. I don't know. Did you like it? I don't. It was just like a little video I made. It wasn't anything crazy, but I'd like to make some more of those videos. You know what I mean? All right. Well, that was just to like, you know, entertain you a little bit. I don't know if it did, but that's what I look like when I go and drive around and try to psychically find someone. He really told me to psychically find his house. I'm not kidding. And I did. So I guess that's kudos for me. So yeah. Okay, Debbie's asking what kind of show. Well, email me. You know, we'll figure it out. All right. That's about it. I don't have anything more for the office today. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you laughed. I hope you're entertained. Hope you come to see the lounge on Friday, and I hope you win the mustard and the bracelet and a visit from me. All right. Well, I will see you. Hopefully, if it gets nicer out, we'll do a porch soon. And if it doesn't get nicer out, maybe we'll do a porch. But we will be on the lounge. So I can't wait to let you see the new format, the readings we're going to do, the mustard we're going to give away, and the bracelets. Woo! Keep it real. And like I said, this is what I always say. Keep the faith and keep the ketchup on your hot dog. We'll see you soon.